This is not just another tragic story. This is a story of a daughter, Angelina Resendiz, a Latina sailor who served her country and never came home. Today, we're speaking with her mother, Miss Esmerelda Cantu Castle, to honor Angelina's life and demand answers. Because after Vanessa Guillen and countless others, we have to ask, how many more Latinas in the military need to die before something changes? Miss Castle, thank you for being here with us today. I want to start by asking, when you think of Angelina, what's the first memory that comes to mind?
It's her childhood, right? It's not just one memory. It's just like a flood of, when she would jump on the couch, she would jump on the bed, when she was riding her bike, going up, hills and rolling down hills. Like, it's not one memory. It's her life starts to come to my mind.
Before we speak about what happened, I want to honor who Angelina was. Could you tell us who she was outside of the uniform?
Just like a fun-loving person, kind of adventurous, right? Likes to go into the woods and hike and experience new things. She's a fellowshipper, right? Like, she is a person you can put in any space with people around and she will make friends. People are like kind of attracted to Angie and her positivity and her lightheartedness. She's very encouraging and uplifting. So it's like just very special person. Like a person anyone would and anyone who has met her, she leaves an impression. It's like you would want to be as kind as that person.
What led Angelina to join the military? What did she hope to get from that experience?
I have a younger sister and a younger brother who are in the military. We have a couple other family members that served and are still serving, and so recruiters came to her high school and talked to her. And I don't know exactly what all they said to her, but I remember her calling me and telling me that she talked to Navy recruiters and she was liking what she was hearing, and she's, I feel it, I'm feeling this, I think this is for me. I feel it, I think it's calling me. And so I was like, no, what? And the kids get excited about things, right? And then they forget about it. Like, no, she stayed with it. She worked with the recruiters, right? Took her test, she studied for it, took her test, picked her job, and as soon as she graduated high school, she left. She left to boot camp.
How did you feel as a mother when she told you she enlisted?
Uh, Scared, right? No, not scared. Just like, Angie, you're too nice. To like, I imagine in the military you have to have some type of like, not that she's not tough, but like, I don't know, aggression. And so it was a little strange when she made that decision.
Do you think she was too gentle?
A little bit, a little too gentle, and the military did, strengthen her. Right, she was a little, became the leader, and so all of who she was, was, being, I guess, structured, right, molded into someone who could lead, right, someone that people would follow, and she did, right. She was a cook, she was a chef, but she, they call it a galley, right? Like, she ran the galley.
Knowing what you know now, do you feel like the military failed her?
Absolutely. Easy. Too easy.
Do you blame the military for what happened to her?
I don't necessarily like the word blame. It's just a fact. Like, I don't know, I feel like I just use the word blame, that we're victims and we're not. trying to be victims, like they did wrong, and now we're going to talk about it because, again, like this was tragic, but we're not going to sit around and be victims and blame, like this happened because of you, and this and this and this and this and this, all these things, and it's not just one person. It's just the way they run things. Like, who do you blame?
What do you want the public and the government to understand about what it means to lose a daughter like this while serving the country?
It's kind of hard to describe what it feels like. I've not yet to, to feel the pain because I'm busy. I'm busy. I'm talking to everyone who I can talk to anyone who would listen for this, for her. So this is, I shouldn't have to, right? Like, it shouldn't be I should not have to know what this feels like.
I don't think anyone should, but it is frustrating. It is painful. I'm angry, resentful for lack of care and help, and just being human, right? Like, this isn't just a sailor. This isn't just an employee. Like, this is a person. This is a real human being who matters. And I don't know what I was saying, but that's pretty much what it all comes down to. Like, they failed her that way.
When you hear names like Vanessa Guillen or other Latinas who died in service or gone missing on base, what goes through your mind?
When I first heard about this, I'm going to be honest, right? It's kind of like, oh, poor family. I hope everything works out. But it's something that really didn't affect me so much. And now, like, I'm not gonna let, everyone's gonna know about Angie. Everyone's gonna know about her. If they forgot about her, they're gonna remember. If they forgot about her, they're gonna remember. I'm not gonna let anybody forget. Like, if all I ever do is to keep it in the forefront of everyone's minds until something changes, and that's all I will do.
What would justice look like to you? Not just for Angelina, but for all the families who've lived through this.
I think about, I don't know. I do know, right? Like, I think about justice, and I think of justice in a restorative way. Like, what could be given back, from what was taken. And that's what justice would look like. Like, give back, restore the security, for your service members, restore the safety, restore the honor, respect, the dignity, make it honorable again, right? It shouldn't be what it is. We don't even know what happens on those bases. I think also justice to me would look like, I'm just going to say words, right? It's good, like, just removing of the shield that the military believes that they have, to allow civilian access to their families, and for families or service members to have access to civilian tools. Like, we shouldn't be separated, right? You're saying we're here and then they're there, but we make each other. We're one. There's not one without the other. And so a way to bridge, those, I call them gaps, in whatever system this is, right? Just a big dividing wall. If that wall was removed, that would be, and if that wall was removed, people who needed help from outside the military can get it, and people who need to inform military of something would be able to, like the family, like, hey, be able to talk to command, be able to talk to somebody, about family members or things that they're struggling with that their families have shared with them. If things are happening to the service member, and like they need to make a complaint, right? They should have other access than just the military complaint system.
What do you believe should change so that no other family has to go through this?
There's so many things that can be done. Like, I have not yet to sit down and determine, like, what are all the different things. As a law student, right, my first thing is like, well, we should be able to sue. I was like, why can't we sue? But, I mean, it can look all kinds of ways. Like,
What would you say to other young Latinas thinking of joining the military today? Do you think they're safe?
I do not. I do not. I don't think any, if any high school kids came up to me, whether they're male or female, whatever they look like, I'd like, you should think twice. Like, there's more you can do with your life than give it to the military.
If there's one thing you wish the president or Pentagon could hear directly from you, what would it be?
That this was tragic, that this was preventable, and that she deserves better, and all the service members deserve better. The people deserve better. And they have that ability to make those things happen. I would invite anyone and everyone that has been silenced in the military, any branch, to start speaking up, start speaking out, start filing those complaints, start telling people about the complaints that you're filing. File a complaint with your congressman, your senator, your governor. Let them know that you're complaining, and don't stop. Don't just keep it within your command, within your base. Start using your voice. Don't be afraid. Retaliation, let them retaliate. That's what we're looking for. Watch how things will change and you stop being scared.
Miss Cantu Castle should never have to be here. She should have never had to bury her own daughter. But she showed up. And now it's on the rest of us to do the same. To demand accountability from the military. To demand safety for Latina women who serve. To say we won't allow another Vanessa, another Angelina. Because if the government keeps asking us for our service, our lives, then it owes us protection, dignity, and justice, starting now. I am Brenda Bastian with the League of United Latin American Citizens. If you wish to join our efforts in bringing justice to Latinos living in the United States, consider becoming a member. Our strength is in our numbers.